about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
The emotions of love, faith, hope, charity, good and unselfishness should be indulged daily. To this should be added the spiritual communication, what we call prayer in religion, which should be a part of our daily lives. Talking to the God power within can be done, not only in the morning and at night, but many times during the day when one feels a need of communication with a higher power. Little short prayers such as, "Thank you, God," when you have an unusually happy experience, or when you see a bright blue sky and sunshine, or flowers blooming in your garden. These little prayers keep one in touch with the spiritual source of all life and power and propel us in the direction of peace, health, and happiness. Desire for high moral and idealistic aspirations. This desire is the civilizing emotion which causes people to rise from the plane of animalism to that of divinity. Man's war-making propensity is a leftover of the barbarism and savagery of primitive times. Only when man is infused with high moral and idealistic aspirations does he rise in the scale of evolution from animalism to the realm of dignity and divinity. The Ten Commandments are moral laws upon which civilization has been built. The Golden Rule is another great spiritual revelation for man's higher moral conduct. The emotions which trigger this desire are faith, love, hope, charity, good and unselfishness. Daily regime for emotional control. It must be remembered that the emotions have been given to mankind for a definite purpose, for our enjoyment, and also to trigger the chemistry within the body that can motivate us in any chosen direction. The negative emotions should be avoided as much as possible, and the positive emotions should be implemented and exercised every day. Following are some pointers which you should follow for daily emotional control. 1. When you awaken in the morning, 2 emotions should instantly be activated. The emotions of enthusiasm and expectation. You should look forward to your day's activities with joy and eagerness. If you awaken with a negative emotion such as fear or despair, instantly begin to work to awaken the emotions of enthusiasm and expectation by looking forward with eagerness to some special activity which you plan for that particular day. If that does not work, then think of something which you plan to do in the future, which will make today's work worthwhile, such as a trip to Hawaii or Europe, the buying of a new car or a home of your own, a visit to a friend's or relative's home for a special event. This future projection of your desires will tend to animate you and cause you to face your day's activities with renewed zest. 2. When you meet some person in your day's work who represents one of the negative emotions, such as anger, fear, or hatred, try transmuting the emotion to its opposite positive one. See what you can find good in the person. Try to send out loving thoughts instead of hateful ones. See if you can't win him over as a friend instead of thinking of him as being an enemy. This art of transmutation will soon begin to color your life experiences with pleasant, positive emotions that will soon reflect in better health and a happier state of mind. 3. Use your emotions to raise the energy level of your body. Remember, the positive emotions trigger a flow of sugar from the liver, where it is stored, to your bloodstream. When you are preparing to do some strenuous work that will require a great deal of energy, think of the rewards you will receive from this work, or how it will help educate your son or daughter, or the ways in which it will benefit you in the future. And instantly this emotional charge will release amazing new power in your body which will make the task easier and more pleasant. 4. Carry cards in your pocketbook which you can use for emotional charges each day when you especially need them. During a period of depression over your finances and work, you might read on your card, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want," and all the rest of the 23rd Psalm. The 91st Psalm is also good for this purpose. It can be also a statement of faith or love that you make up, or which you have read in some inspirational book. Throughout the day, you can use these little metaphysical energy boosters to help keep your level of energy high and your spirits bright. 5. Each day, check on your negative emotions and see if perhaps they are killing your energy and producing headaches, colds, asthma, arthritis, or other disabling diseases. Are you actively hating someone or something? Hate is a crippling emotion. Do you resent or envy some person with whom you work? Resentment and envy are mild forms of hate. They release chemicals in the bloodstream which can poison the blood. Science now knows these chemical reactions to emotion can produce all kinds of ailments. Do you indulge fear and worry all day long? This is another emotional state that releases excess adrenaline and causes the heart and brain to become overstimulated, producing many ailments. 6. The body lives on food, air, and chemicals. You can change the body's chemistry by changing your thoughts from negative to positive. You can learn how to eat the right foods which will give you good chemical balance. There are many wonderful books written by experts in this field. But what about your breathing? The breath helps purify your bloodstream and remove the toxins and wastes that accumulate all day long. With the positive emotions that you indulge, be sure that you stop several times a day. Go to an open window and take deep, long breaths of fresh air. The lungs of most people are only partially developed because they are shallow breathers. Later in our study, we shall talk more about this important subject. God has placed in the air about you the most necessary ingredients for maintaining health and vitality.